Today we are going to go over how to identify a small block Chevy. So I have here is a 283 that is for my T project. I personally pulled this one out of a running 59 Impala that was a parts car. And well, but to confirm that it's a 283, well, people tell you, oh, it's early because it's got the road draft 2 opening, blah, 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 right? But really, the real way to confirm these is going by casting number. This is a 3756519. That makes it a 283. Constructed between 1958 and 1962. I have yet to uncover the date code here that's cast in there. That'll tell me exactly when. But I have every reason to believe it was the original engine. Now that 519 casting code, guys say, oh, that's the Corvette 283. Yes and no. They offered this in horsepower between 170 and 315 horsepower. Yes, 315 horsepower in out of a 283 in between 60 and 62. I don't believe in 62. I think 61 was the 315 horsepower. Because 62 they got the 327. But that would have been on the fuel injected with the it's 11 plus to 1 compression and the famous Duntov 94 cam, right? Solid lifter. This is not that. So this is probably one on the lower end, being that it's a 2-barrel. The other way to confirm what it was is by the stamping numbers on the front. Now, that tells me V tells me Flint engine. The 1750. The 17 is January 7th. Is when it was stamped. But it doesn't have a suffix, and that 50 is a weird suffix. Should be like a C or CE or EM or whatever, right? Depending on what it was for. This has some other numbers. So I don't know, this could have been a replacement engine, and then it's got that 51 that's stamped in other stamping, so could have been a reman engine at one point in time, but it is a 283, 58 to 62, and that's what you want to look at. Of course, I get one with weird ID numbers on the pad up front. It's how you ID a small block Chevy, what it is. Casting number, and then the ID number in the pad on the front. Passenger side. Or right side if you're sitting in the driver's seat facing it. So that's how you ID a small block Chevy. And of course, some uniqueness of these earlier ones. The valve cover bolts are not in line. The ones up top are closer together, like the ones towards the center, towards the intake. The ones on the exhaust side are further apart. Whereas later small blocks, they were just symmetrical. And yes, like I mentioned, it has the road draft tube went in there. I have that here somewhere. This does have the bosses for side mounts. So, which I believe they got 58 or 59. This is a 59 Impala, is what it came out of. So, try not to drop the phone. Yeah, so that's that. It's just a 2-barrel. When I look up for 59 Impalas, 2-barrel. This is I believe a 190 horse. So, which still isn't too bad. But of course, I'm not going to leave that alone. Add a couple things and give her a little bit of hop up. So that's how you ID a small block Chevy. So if you're looking at one, you want to know what it is, look up the casting numbers and then look up the numbers on the pad on the front. Actually, I have another one here. I'll go look at the pad and see I've got 2 other small blocks here. And then I'll show you and I'll translate the numbers. I'll get back to you. Okay, this is the block that's on the floor. The numbers stamped into the pad in the front are V0705 TKT. The V is the plant, that's Flint, engine plant. The 07 is the month, that's July. And the 05 is the day, 05. And that's date of assembly. The casting date's on the back of the block. I can show that as well. The TKT is truck. It's in this chart. I'll post a link to where you can find these for the suffix codes. And this one, because of the casting date, it's a 78. And it's a C20 or 3500. So a 1 ton or 3/4 ton truck. And thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll post the links for these charts and how you can find this information for these small blocks. Thank you.